The Switch is a console that I own and have a collection of games for, and in rare circumstances, play games on. My lack of playing is certainly because I am incapable of focusing on anything for longer than 5 seconds, but is also because the Switch Joycons are one of the worst video game controllers ever made. I have many consoles and have played on many more, and never have I used such a horrible peripheral since this. The number one aspect that a controller should do well is that forget I'm holding it when I'm using it. When I'm making inputs, I should only have a focus on the game and how the input I made is interacting with the game. I should not feel like I am fighting the controller as I am also fighting an opponent, and that is the first issue with the Joy-Cons. These fuckers are unintuitive as hell. The sticks are very short compared to more traditional pads. It takes significantly less movement to get from one end of the stick region to the other. This makes any sort of movement of aim effectively an on or off switch. You're either pointing wildly or you're moving your character to aim instead of actually aiming with the stick. And that's just shooting games. Racing games that are not arcade are a big wall riding event, and fighting games are nigh impossible to control. I cannot tell you how many times I tried to make a downward input in Smash Bros, only for the stick to actually be slightly to the left or right, so I'm just turboing off the fucking stage. This stick is so sensitive, yet so imprecise. Anything outside of Mario titles are, quite simply, agonizing. And even if you try to use the buttons as a D-pad, may the Lord have mercy on your soul, because these buttons here are a suggestion. Diagonal inputs do not exist. Nintendo was afraid of D-pads. But you know what does exist? Hand cramps, because these fuckers are small. Handheld mode is an oxymoron, because I want to do anything but hold this in my hand for any period of time. Why yes, there is a variety of grips one can purchase, but have you noticed that Nintendo themselves does not offer any sort of grip for the Switch? Maybe because they are worried that making the Switch too bulky will make it less mobile friendly. Why yes, mobile gaming is cool, but is not cool when I end up grinding Double Arthritis Weekend using it. Some will say that they are okay with the Joy-Cons being bad, as you get two when you buy a Switch, so more economically minded gamers will not have to buy a second controller to play with friends and family. But guess what? The big brain engineering team at Nintendo decided to make the Joy-Con have the most asinine stick setup in all of gaming history, so they will drift. They will make inputs you do not intend. Joy-Cons will always drift. So there goes your economic mindedness. $80 for these stupid things. Yeah, there are cheaper ones, but guess what? Those are shit too. Oh, you could buy a Pro Pad, but again, why should I need to buy something extra and accessory to make something comfortable to use when it should have been more comfortable from the start? And the Pro Pad is overpriced as well, so don't even get me started. Nintendo fanboys will tell me I am a hater, but no, I am simply a realist. And if you ask me what my favorite video controller is, if I hate the Joy-Cons so much, I will simply say Sega Dreamcast Fishing Reel.